Hello, monkey. Well, I don't remember what I did last time, so let's see. I think I converted some of the dialogues, or most of them, all of them from the start area. And we implemented even a random thing, a randomizer and starting conditions. So the shopkeeper, if he doesn't know you, he will start with this dialogue, or you introduce yourself and explain the shop or whatever. And when we come back, he has 4 dialogues which have different rarities for him to say. Like, would you like to check my wares? Or would you like to check my wares? Need something special. One of them is weight 4 and the others are lower. I think calling us by name, this one is the rarest. So that thing works. What I now need to do is multiple things. First off, we will need to convert one more thing, which is the battle dialogues for the boss battles and trial warplings that we already have. We have only one boss battle, but whatever. And then we need to think about polishing this UI. Not only the look of it, which is like, of course, I have nothing in there. We need fonts, etc. We need some kind of experiment where I can see if I can change the appearance of text areas. But we also need something like when the text ends, that it has to scroll up when another text needs to come after it. Until now, it only happens when we have one text that is long enough for a scroll to happen, but not for node by node basis. I'm not even sure if the scrolling is good enough. But yeah, that's how we're situated right now. So let's go to our battle dialogue and see what I need to convert. Here are the boss and trial warpling thingies. These we all have. So whatever we do, only this is left. What is even here, the text? Here we have only one functionality here. Code instruction, battle. Code instruction, close dialogue. Is there any text here? What did we do here? I hate it that if you click a little off, that thing goes to address bar. It's so annoying. So, and there's no text here. So I use the dialogue system to enter a fight, I guess. Problem is, I'm not sure how the trial uplings do this, because they are random. So they cannot just do something, they need some kind of information that comes from some randomness. We will need to have to look into that. First, let's go to not background, the 5th island, and then we need the correct cave, which is the 4th one. It has the boss in it. It's probably this one, yes. But the route has some kind of event in there. The DOS fight event. So I assume this thing activates some kind of dialogue or something. We're just giving this in. We are only changing this member. Yeah, we have a fade to black, and then a battle starts. No, a CCM battle is a module. This is a boss battle, not a battle. It's a CCM battle. Did I just... wrong? CCM battle. The CCM boss battle. Are these mapped? Ah, I just called it CCM battle, it doesn't matter. So are we using that then? Is that like old stuff? Look for references then. Maybe it's referenced somewhere. Hopefully they are not in the lookup. Oh no, they will be in the lookup. Here it is. I cannot look into the reference. So where do we use boss 1 then? To be an interaction. Could of course search for boss 1, but that will not be fruitful at all. Nope. No hits. I guess we're not using it then. Because there is no text. There's only... close it and start a battle. And we're not doing that anymore. Like this. It's even in the dark side, not in the light side, so it makes no sense. I just don't remember that I ever added a boss fight before my automatic fight. Oh wait, I did have it. It was not in the light side though. It was still the same map, I think. Let me get another tea. Okay, so we can't skip this. I'm sure we are not using that. So we have to now look at this instead. And how we are actually triggering these. So let's look at the lookup. PO1-1. We need the second cave. Is this one? I think we have a trial opening thingy, inactive opening. Trial opening here. We have an ID LIC2. And I think that's like a weighted chance list for the orblings that can be in this pool. But I don't remember how that was called. Definitely not this. Level sequence data, it's not that. Where could it be? Maybe here? Nope. File opening spawn. Huh. Maybe it's this. Yes. L1C2. These can spawn, and maybe the code is in here then. No. This has no code in it. We have only POI type trial opening spawn, which means probably it's in here where it gets initialized. Background, blah blah blah. Let me get my tea. Okay. Where's the initialize? There. I don't know where we trigger this, but it should be inside here. There we go, overworlds. So this goes into item trial. This is it. Trial opening spawn procedure. Which is also in this. Wait, in what? Oh. The sense there. This is not needed. I should stop doing that. Storage data instance. We are looking of the ARP-links that we already have. Trial ARP-link spawn table. We are looking what can spawn. And then we have some dialogue stuff here. It's the old stuff. Doesn't say old though. Actions. Ah, this is the interaction dialogue. Of course, that's fine. Trigger. We are looking in the data table. How do we know what to check? Ah, chosen trial ARP-link has the ID of the text. P011 is the text. Ooh. How do we convert this into our system now? Because I have no lookup. I have only a direct link. Unless we change this to have the asset data. A reference to the asset data here. Then we could link it. What would then happen? Group entity info. Wait, something is strange. What is this table? Trial ARP-link battle group info. Okay, that's a different data table. It's not the dialogue. It's actually the battle stuff. So yeah, this just says what kind of fight it is. And then it does this. This is the dialogue. So get base stats data entity. This is the representation. This is the mesh that pops up in the world. Visual entity goes in there, so okay. And how is this getting set? Dialogue graph. Ah, here it is. So now we have to do it here. I don't know what I called it. Dialogue 3 asset. We would need to do this. It would then automatically trigger from now on, but we have to go into that one table, this one, and have it here. Need it? File opening ID. Do we get this again? We are putting it in here. Man. We have the spawn chance from this thing. Or is it? On wait. Bounce. Wait, what is this data table? I don't see that. Ah, here it's just a struct. It's an array. Okay, now I get it. This array. Okay. And then we have these two. The ID is still needed. We have to keep that still in there, because we are using it to determine which fight to. This here, the battle group stuff. So whatever we do, this needs to stay, but we now can add a dialogue if we want, so the interaction can happen. Still need to do the cleanup here. So yeah, we we don't have an ID anymore. Just thinking how to be able to link everything, but maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine. Ooh. Okay, this data table. No. This one. Also no. So we would need to look into this again. Hmm. Is it correct? Yeah, first try. Be right back. I am back. So we would need it here. And then we would have to get it again. Here. Set it in here. It's a problem, right? I don't know which one this is. Instead, this needs to be a struct. I can take all of it one error into one value and then get what I need. It's not needed, but also just make a struct and then... No, I can't, because at this place we don't know anymore. We could make another map, but it feels wrong. Oh man. I'm right now thinking about how I can get that information the best way possible. And I guess having whatever is in here into a struct would be the most flexible one, also for the future. If I need to add anything, I can just add it into the struct and have it. So this guy now needs a struct. Spawn chance struct or something. Now, how do we get there? Where is this from again? What's this? Wait, this is already a struct? It is already a struct, I'm stupid, of course. I could just save that. Ugh, whatever. Did I want it here? Unreal, did I want it here? When I right click here, I don't want it inside here. I want it here because I cannot right click anywhere. You really want me to add a... Oh my god. We could make an asset for every single trial opening. I could also go and say level 1. Okay, thanks for auto-saving and stopping my writing. Level 1 trial. Oh. Level 1 as in the first generation trial openings, which are really weak. And then I would need to find a way to randomly pick from here. For now, this can stay empty. Here's the asset. Just need to change this map to this struct and then no, can we? Hello, sweets. Welcome, welcome. How are you today? Good to hear. Let's see, do I just change this into the struct instead? Would I run into some problems? I would need to change a bunch of things, but I think it's fine-ish. Probably. And then I can use the same map here. Maybe I just duplicate it for now, so the old code stays. How did this copy into the normal variables? Excuse me? Sometimes Unreal is so scary. What do we do here? We need the struct trial are playing. What is this? Weighted something. This one. Okay, so we take this. Now this is sadly split right now, so we will have to see. No, we don't have to see. Just recombine this. Break. Get this in here. Get this in here. And do this. Okay, so this one is now gone. Our new one is here, which means everything is now broken for now. It's not empty. Now, this is a little trickier here. Values. And then for each. But from each, we need to get the weight. Could break it to make it a little more readable, maybe. Just takes more space. And then we need all of this. Same as it was. Goes in here, this goes in here. I'm not sure. I think splitting is a better idea. A little more compact. Okay. So now this is in place. The complete needs to go in here then. Let's remove this code. Have this here instead. Now we need keys. What are we doing here? For each with break. You're doing something like this. I mean, nothing changes here. Stays the same. I hate it when I'm not clicking the correct things. Now this thing, I guess this stays how it is. We don't need to do anything. The only thing that changes is the keys here. What's that? Add that in there. And then now we have this. We can find it. Let's put this in here. And now the interaction would have the dialogue information that comes randomly from the tables. I just need to add the assets now, which means we have to create them. But I think the code is now refactored to have our new system accounted for. Now this is a scary thing. Contains what? Contains this. Need to be very careful not to break the code. Okay, seems nice. What is this? Oh, this is hard-coded. I see. You're getting the middle OR plane, trial OR plane, to get the representation. It's a little hacky, but it's fine. I just need to keep in mind that if I change the position of the trial OR plane, this code doesn't work. Other than that, I think we got it now. Okay. Half an error here. Is it coming from here? Mind. Do it. Oh. This is a problem. How do I pipe this through? Now my system cannot handle that. Okay, so we can use the halo. Guess. At least get the light or dark side. Okay, wait. The light and dark coming from the side we are in, or is it the Orpling we are fighting? I would say it is the Orpling we are fighting. It should be that I put the Orpling on the side that it should appear instead of having the position determine light or dark. So this makes no sense then. It needs to come from the Orpling we're choosing. How can that trickle down? Here's the one we're choosing. VO1. Interaction here. No, we need this one. Because here we're choosing whatever it is. I guess I wouldn't need to tell it's a light one or a dark one. Does it know? Could look from the elements. Oh my god. This is really bad. Information is not piped through properly. One of them or all of them? Give an item. Why is this not... This is so badly written. So hopefully this is true. Put it in tick then. It is true. It just has to be one of them. Wait, this is just normal contains. I'm stupid. Of course this works. Okay, then this one is now here. Light sides. Okay, that's taken care of, but now we need the... The ID itself should be fine, right? Where does this payload come from in the end? Which? If it's not in here, this payload that goes in right now, how would I know? Guess I need to save this too. I'm like this. I guess with this it should work. If I don't have these filled and just make this, will it just have a random start then? That would be pretty neat. Do I still need a payload here? The 1 and 2 are taken care of. But 0? Don't need trial orbiting in there. Guess I can just copy paste this element. Settings don't care. We don't need these. Payload is in. There. And just need to think of some text. And also, should Mira answer to these or not? Depending on how we do this. With this it should work. I believe. Save everything. Now with that, we need to start a new game. Now let's see. Works. But of course needs to disappear. Need to do this, I guess. Alright, that works. No, I just want to see. Do we have any? What is this? That's a fishy. Do one. Umi with Orky. So if these are both in the same thing. They are. If I can go into Island 2. And be able to check them. That would be nice if we can see if, depending on which ARPling we get, go through or something. Now, does my cheat still work? LK. I think it's still working. KKKK. LLL. Whatever. Yeah, seems to work. So where is the trial ARPling in this island? On the other side, or is it in there? Let's find out. So this one should be now black. Good. Not load. Hopefully not our keys. Yes, perfect. Please be white. Yeah, okay, everything works. Nice, we got it. And the randomness is in there. So I can just have like one standard dialogue for a bunch of things. And then it can pick from a random pool to say something specific. We could even make more crazy things, but this is good enough for that. So trial ARPlings work now. That's good. I just need to... No, I already set everything right. They are all filled. I could add one more or whatever, but it doesn't matter. The dialogue itself is also just placeholder, since I don't know if the ARPlings are sentient or gain sentience if they get stronger. So for now they have some kind of stupid dialogue like in Jade Cocoon 2. But I guess my ARPlings, the trial ARPlings at least, need to be sentient, and I need to give them some dialogue, and I could even make them specific, of course. The options are there. I can make it random or specific. It's very flexible. Now, do we need to make something else? Let's close anything that we don't need. Fine. That and library. Correction. Abstract. Don't need that. We could get rid of this soon. Okay. Now, battles, boss and duel. I mean, we don't have duel yet. Or do we? I mean, we are not starting a duel from a dialogue yet. Are we starting a boss fight from a dialogue? I think it's getting triggered automatically. Okay. Save all. Maps. Island. Save last. Now this thing spawns the boss. This thing event cancel condition boss. What does that mean, I wonder? Not even found here. We're only using it here and wait for in overworld. Mission is not or boss. If boss. If it's defeated, don't do it. Now I get it. Okay. Cave. This event. Boss fight with boss one dark. I don't think this should be here. It should get it from the boss itself, not from the side we are in. So yeah, we don't have a dialogue for bosses. Yet at least. So at 1 we are setting the payload. For commands, this one it's empty. And we are setting boss fights and the orb explosion color. Oh, hello, Serial. It's going well, I guess. I'm in a very, very complicated part. But I think I solved it, but now I'm diving into another complicated part. I guess this one triggers the fight. We are getting the commands here. And this shouldn't be. This is not okay. What we should do is get the boss itself and then get its elements and check for light or dark. What part? I'm right now working on dialogue system. On the dialogue system. And I implemented something that uses the dialogue system for my random small bosses, which are called trial orplings. It used an old system before, which was randomized and not randomized. It was custom for each encounter, and I made it so that it's now kind of random. Or if I want it to be, I can also make it an explicit dialogue. So I refactored the old code to enable something more powerful and more flexible. I can show you what happens, like so right now I have a dialogue system where, imagine this is an NPC, I can walk to him and then he can talk with me, has multiple pages of text, and we have also other characters that can talk. And then you have like options you can take and then something happens. We also have a system where when we talk to something, it can set some kind of flag, and after the flag it can talk with you in a different dialogue tree. Like this shopkeeper doesn't know you, I can talk to him, he introduces himself, we introduce ourselves, and then he explains the item shop to us. And when I return, I don't see that dialogue anymore. Instead, I get a random dialogue now, which can be need something special or out of 4. Would you like to check my wares? And these have different weights. One of them has like 4 weights, the other one has only 1, so it's pretty rare to get some of the dialogues. But not only that, I now also implemented just now. Yes, not data tables, they are stored in data assets. I have like a custom way to have my texts. My old system used data tables and it was way too confusing to maintain it, because it was looking up one data table, then the other, and so on. So now I have everything in one place, which makes it easier to find everything. Now, depending on the trial orpling we face, I mean, it doesn't matter right now, but I can give them different data assets, but they all use the same data asset right now, which have 4 random dialogues, which is, one of them is Aga or something. And then it starts the battle, and I had the problem that the old system used explicit things for the orb explosion color and so on, but now I made it so that everything depends on the orpling itself. But now I need to do the same thing for the boss fight. Not for the dialogue, but the boss fight to trigger the explosion. But if you want to see my dialogue data, it looks like this. Like I have a starting conditions part where I can tell, hey, if these flags are there, then you can be one of these things. Or the false flags, if one of these are true, then do not do this. And then I can add another one this in the start conditions list, and then it goes down, and then the first one that have everything true decides what kind of weights the starting node is. This is like starting node 0 has a weight 1, starting node 1 has a weight 1, so there's an equal chance of any from them to be getting picked. And then the starting nodes are these things. There are 4 nodes, 0, 1, 2, 3, which are the weights 0, 1, 2, 3. And it picks one. It has a function which is trigologic battle. And then the payload, trial-orbling, which means if this dialogue is getting triggered, after I press space, it starts a battle. And this dialogue has a text English called Aga. And the other ones have also text like Hia or whatever. So these are getting randomly picked and they all start the battle. Boss battle. This is now the interaction group, but I need the boss itself. Can I get the boss? I mean, yeah, it is complex, but how to say this? I have some bad code in there still, which maybe I need to refactor to don't have development depth, and then have a hard time to develop the rest because I'm in pre-production. I'm building the framework, but most of the systems are encapsulated to them. So if I make them correctly, I can forget them, and it actually makes the complexity easier. For me at least. Like the system itself might be complex, but it is like when I finish it, I can just forget how it functions. I can just fill in things. Yeah, I'm also now, I think 2.5 years of pre-production, I guess. The infinite pre-production phase as of solo dev. Now, how do I get the information of the boss? I could hack this and say, give me the first element, or the second element, which is the middle guy. Which, the boss is always in the middle. Normally, if I don't make it a little more creative. But these are the classes. How does this get triggered? It's just getting triggered. Right? Where is my maps? Here. Dummy. And last cave has the boss in it. So this one spawns the boss if we fought him already. If we defeated the boss, then the event trigger here gets cancelled. But this needs to also generate the boss then. Can I get this information from there, or how does the boss get information? How does this event get the information it needs? This boss fight thing. This is the event. And this thing, boss 1, I see. So this one has the ID, which means the interaction also has the ID then. Let's think a little. Where's my level root here? Level root needs to spawn the boss. So whatever is this would also have the boss here. There it is. Okay. So actually would be a little more complicated then. Because okay, I could have the payload of whatever boss is here and set the correct thing, like in the trial one. Like here, I could do the same thing here. The problem is the event. The event does not know about the interaction. And it is right now hard-coded, or I mean, it's not hard-coded, but it looks at this thing, which is dark. I mean, I could leave it like this because the boss does not have random picks, but it would be nice for development ease that I don't have to remember that I need to also put in what element it is. This is the CCM. This is our direction. Okay. CCM and this are two different things. They have both the same problem here. So here we could say payloads and the interaction would have it. Then the boss interaction. Just a spawn, but do we have a boss interaction? Oh, come on. I have a trial orbiting one, but not fight. Okay, what does it spawn then there? Interaction dialogue. Oh no, okay. I see. So it does start a dialogue. Yeah, I was a little too early. I was thinking it was not generating a dialogue, but there it is. I do need a asset for it. Oh man! Okay. They both do it differently then. This is the same code. This one. Wait, where is it here? Info. Payload. Where does this payload come from again? It's from the dialogue itself, which shouldn't be. So this one I can fix. But how do we fix this one? Because here it is from the CCM info. CCM info. Could be this. And command module instruct. Because this gets translated in to the CCM info, which is the boss 1 and dark. Problem is, we are missing initialize or something equivalent of the interaction. This is an event and not an interaction now. I mean, here we can just do the same thing as here, I guess. This thing. Just need to make sure that the interaction has the info. Same here. How did we do this again? So for trial orb links we say 0 is the chosen trial orb link and 1 is the base ID. Looking for the first one, the second element of the group. And we do this here too. So we could go here again and say set payload make target ID. Wait, that's, yeah, the ID would be the boss. We can use that. Second one would be just the base. Same thing then here. So this is wrong. And with this we know it's on the light side or not. Now the problem is, okay, this works for the interaction now, but now we have to do this for the event. So we need to get the information also across to the event somehow. We are doing this here. Do I form this somewhere? Think. Where's the event here? So we are having some kind of manipulation. And we are setting it here. CCP. Do we have any info? We go in with boss battle 1. Here, boss 1. That's the only info we have, and we are piping that through here. If I could get something like this in there. Instead of having this, have this. The ID, which would be boss 1, I guess. Right, this is boss 1. Where are the encounters? Where can I find those? Boss 1 text boss infos database boss 1. It would be here. Guess we could get this. And then break. Break to what? Battle group info. Group entity info classes. This one. And then I can just get the 1-for-1. Find just the middle. And then I need the defaults of that class. So we still need this, but just don't need the second element anymore. This goes in here. And the commands make. So which one was which again? The first one is the ID, the second one is the base. Second one is the base. This goes in here. And with this, the event should have the same info as the interaction. Now, testing this is a challenge. I don't have the cheat codes for that. Or do I? I do have the cheat codes. I just need to be very careful not to touch anything. Or no, it's not a problem actually, because I can also skip fights. Okay. Then I can go to this. Okay, it's already here. This is the interaction though, dialogue. Battle. Does the event also start a dialogue? I'm not sure anymore. This thing, the event which starts this thing, has only the information. So this thing needs to do then. Wait, it starts an interaction? Which one is this? How does this get set? Event CC interaction to fire. Oh man, did I actually do stuff that I don't need to do? Oh, okay, this is the interaction. Oh no, this is different. Interesting. We had a bug in here apparently, because without dark it would have made a white explosion. problem is we don't have dialogue for boss. Or it was looking here. These two probably now needs data assets. Oh God. Hello, Scene. Yes. And I will work on this for quite a while, I think, since I need to polish a lot of things. Like, this is the beginning of it. I just have roughly the functionality, but the edges are extremely rough. Not only the presentation is extremely bad, but some functionalities are missing. Now the problem is here. Chain command print has no indication. How can I tell this guy to have the correct dialogue assets? Do I make interactions so they all have a dialogue tree? Oh my god. I'm implementing this so bad. Feel like There's so much code that is repeating and I'm not sure the little changes are worth it. This can't work. It is already bad. Unless I make a functionality to skip a bubble, which would skip the whole dialogue. But at that point, why even use dialogue? So the automatic one just makes the fight happen, and the interaction one starts a dialogue. Now I'm not sure if I covered everything, but let's see what kind of bugs this will now cause. Oh, this is so bad. Now I have to walk all the way up there. I could, of course, activate all doors for myself, but that would mean I need to get into the storage. I don't want to do that right now. Cheat our way up then. Maybe on the way we can find other bugs. This is such a funny view with the ocean going into the horizon but upside down. Oh, that was bad. Left or right? I don't remember. I think it was the other one. Oh, never mind. Almost done. Problem, please fly up. Thank you. Now, was this the boss? The boss did start. That's good. Now let's see if it starts the playthrough where I beat the boss already. Because then the event should not start. Let's see, do I have the tag even? Tools here. Debug. Storage. Store. Here, storage. Storage data, I guess. And then defeated bosses or something. Only these. Where do I put the defeated bosses? I even have that? Carried item. Defeated bosses. Here. I didn't defeat them yet. I need to do that now. Damn it. Okay, let's defeat them. Can I even defeat them? Am I strong enough? Ugh. Ah. Okay, this guy is very strong as far as I know. Can I go to Earth? Can this guy make a wall for me? Or we die? Oh, please don't die. Oh, good. He dodged it. He dodged fire. Oh, that will take a while. Shit. I should have... Wait, my crystal formation has maybe... a good thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Yeah, I think I need to look at my crystal formation here real quick. But no. Don't have that. How about air? We make him sleep? What does he do? Oh, he's making us sleep instead. Ah! Gotcha! Still sleeping. He should actually wake up from that fit to still implement that. Let's see how he goes with physical attacks. No, it's not nothing to mention here. I guess we refresh our wall. And then we just spam fire and skip all the attack animations until this guy is dead. Still asleep, which is good. Oh man, that sleep is pretty strong. I don't think that's normal. But he's also confused, that's good. Die! God damn it, I don't have MP anymore. He's almost dead. Kill him, guys. There we go. Okay, we got the kill. And we have the defeated boss, boss 1. Now I should save the game. So we have that thing always in there. Oh, look at that. That's a problem. It spawns us here. Okay, can we enter one of these? Oh, good. No, not good. Oh, this is bad. I want to save this. I need to make sure that when I press return... Oh my god, why am I so good with colliders? Now I can't exit. Shit. That's bad. Okay. How do I give ourselves thing? So firstly, need to make it when I return that I don't spawn in the middle. Okay, that's extremely odd. How come we spawned in the middle? Why did that happen? Makes no sense. Was it because I was in a cave? Let's take the dark side cave, just to make sure. What the f- So if I defeat the boss and then say return to the temple, do I lose? Do I spawn in the center of the map? How does this even happen? It makes no sense. You're sleeping. I don't... Ah, wait, I need the energy. Yeah, that was good. Problems, but we're back. How do I save the game here? So now we defeated the boss. Let's go back to him, which means it will open a dialogue, probably. Just not good. Maybe. So maybe I need a function to skip dialogue entirely. Or I need to think about triggering fights without the dialogue. Okay. So here he is. In command, index -1 from array. And that's 0. So okay, there are some bugs. I guess tomorrow I will try to fix these. Oh man, but we should make sure that there was a problem. Let's say it was day bug day 651. At what time? Around 3:17. Earlier, 3 hours 17 minutes. When defeated boss first time. Stood in cave and then returned to islands. We spawned in the center crystal and not in spawn. I'm sure it's not because of the boss, and there was some kind of loading issue, I would assume. But we need to build some kind of failsafe that this never happens again. Maybe the old spawn was still there? It makes no sense. Not at all. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, next time we have to trigger boss fight after boss is defeated. We need to make sure that the trigger for the boss fight happens after we collected them already. But then we can continue with the rest, I guess. Or whatever. But yeah, I already streamed 3 hours now and I still want to develop on my avatar. So I guess I'll take a break till 11 or something. And then we'll continue with the VR chat avatar. Anyway, Serial, Scene, thanks for tuning in. Everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And I will see you guys next time. A monkey.